billion, even though it was losing money right and left. $70 billion. I mean, that's a lot of money. There are public companies that aren't even worth $70 billion, okay? Why study business? Develop skills for career success, understand business activities, importance of profitability, individual businesses, local and regional economic impact, global economic impact. Okay. So, a lot of us think business is only about finance and financials and things along those lines. Business is about a lot of other things. I don't even deal with finances or financials at all. Somebody comes at me with a financial, I'm like, ugh, get away from me, I don't want to see it. I flunked finance, I think. No, I didn't flunk it, but I almost flunked it. Me and numbers, for some reason, I don't know why. I know exactly why, but I don't want to get to my Freudian issues, okay? That I'll save for another time, okay? But I don't like it. There is marketing, there is operations, there is, what else? Marketing, operations, sales, strategy. There's a whole plethora of things that go into business, okay? It's not just about finance, okay? You can make a lot of money in finance, trust me. A lot of people make lots of money in finance. But you have to love finance. Now, the other thing about business, I think it's really important to know, is even if you don't go into business, even if you don't, let's say, decide to be your own entrepreneur or go work for some, big corporation or whatever, you can apply the principles of business to almost anything else out there in the world. So, for instance, you want to do something to help the environment, okay? You see a huge trash pile out there. You can't do it all yourself, so you have to go recruit people to help you. Or you have to go pay someone to remove that. Now that money, you don't have the money to do that all by yourself, so what do you need to do? You need to go around to friends, family in your neighborhood, whatever, and say, there's a huge trash pile there, it's harming the environment. Would you be willing to donate $1 or $5 to help me pay for the cleanup of this? And someone says, of course. Are you transacting business? Of course you are. You will use these skills throughout your life, whether or not you actually do anything with business or not. Okay? Business impact, we buy raw materials, okay? We go into the ground and we steal raw materials from places like Africa and undeveloped countries. And we say, we're going to make you guys rich because you have so many raw materials. And someone goes in there and they get a monopoly, or they bribe somebody, or whatever they do. Happens all the time, okay? We hire employees, we attract capital, we create products, we fuel the global economy, and we contribute to society, okay? So that's what ethics is all about, okay? We hope that we work for an ethical company. Resources, financial resources, whatever. Factors of production, natural, human, and financial resources used to produce goods and services. So we fly planes, we need to build the planes, we need someone to service the planes, we need someone to fly the planes, we need gasoline to run the planes, we need airports and weird places to land, things along those lines. There's a whole chain, and it's called the supply chain, okay? And we will talk about that more. Economic systems, okay, central issues of economics, how a society distributes its resources to produce goods and services, okay? So, we live in a capitalist society, meaning we have a free market, meaning that I have company A, B, C, D, E, and F, and they all compete against each other in order to be top dog. Called a free market. Anybody can enter that market. There are no restrictions on it, okay? Now, does that mean that any business in the United States is a free market business? Utilities are not a free market business. They are the only allowable monopoly within the United States. PG&E is a monopoly. It's a sanctioned monopoly, even though it just burned down a lot of people's houses, okay? We have a communist society. The idea behind communism is that the people will rise up against the ruling classes, and at some point in time, they will develop a government that distributes the profits equally amongst the people. The problem with communism, and sometimes with capitalism, is we get people in power, and once they get into power, they don't want to let go. They like living in those fancy houses and making all that money and doing whatever they're doing and wielding all that power. We have a socialist society. Socialism, so Denmark is a socialist society. It's about reinvesting the money into helping people within the society itself. So people in like a socialist economy like Denmark will pay higher taxes. But with those higher taxes, they will get free schooling, they'll get free medical care, they'll get, when they get old and decrepit, they will not have to worry about who's going to take care of them. The state's going to take care of them. Unfortunately, what happens is they have to give up more of their paycheck. They're willing to do that. A lot of people are willing to do that, okay? And then we also have like authoritarian rulers. Kim Jong-un would be an authoritarian ruler. Someone who sits there and dictates what he wants, how he wants to get it done. Usually authoritarianism is about fear. Sound like someone you know? Okay, I'm going to stop here because I'm bored with this, and I want to go through the, if you recognize your chapter note, do not say anything. I have made it, I believe it is, no one will know who it is except for maybe the author of it, okay? So,